Hey everyone, Phoneybeetlemaniacxs once again. This is going to be a video to my interest, but before that announcement, I am doing this Friday, that's Friday the 18th, a hangout about Mary Schweizer's paper. Now, for those who don't know, don't care, or even they do care but they don't really remember, this is a paper that's been misrepresented by creationists, so this will be us discussing it, and if you want to be a part, I'll leave the things down below. I will be hopefully doing it with a few people who do know what they're talking about. I've tried to read it, makes no sense to me. Anyway, with that said, here we go. This is QuietAtheist. He's made another video about me, by the way, which I will link down below as well. QuietAtheist. Did you mean me when you talked about cherry picking? Because I think that's unfair in the extreme. I think people shouldn't go around accusing people of cherry picking. I do think that is something that the great debates community, as people like to call it, the great debacle community, should stop doing. Stop accusing people of things they haven't done or don't do. I think that people are selective in the way that they look at information. I'll agree with you there, but that doesn't mean they cherry pick. They just favour the information that agrees with their current or the position they currently hold. They won't look at both sides of an argument because it doesn't pertain to their mental faculties. Because anything that the other side says must be wrong because the other side is just wrong. It's just the human mindset that if something's against what we currently think, then we should look into it. I mean, I personally have read both sides of an argument. But that's me being me. But I do have a problem with if you were accusing me of cherry picking parts of the Bible, because I try to understand the Bible with textual criticism, biblical scholarship written by other people much smarter than I am, and cross readings. That's the way that I try and do it. And most Christians, I would say, would do the same. They have Bible studies, they have Sunday school. We talk about different concepts within the Old Testament, not just in the New Testament, but the Old Testament as well, and what those ideas that are put forth. They don't try to take a passage and say this is the whole idea of something. That is rather a erroneous way to do literature. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. Just taking a single word of anything and saying that is the position of it is a fallacy. Because it's a fallacy of not understanding literature, and that is just there. The thing is that you said that it doesn't have any truth. It has a deep ethical truth, in that the things that Jesus talked about aren't ethically good. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. I mean, they would produce a better society than if we didn't follow those. There's nothing inherently evil about anything he said. Everything he said would lead to a better society, because maybe we'd be a little bit less selfish, just a little bit. But that's just my opinion. These are just my opinions of what Jesus represents to me. Again, I don't have a problem with you not believing. That's your choice to do so, man. I just have a problem with people going around accusing other people of doing something. Especially when it's something that you say you want a discussion, but you start off on this such a confrontational thought of, well, you're cherry picking. That is never how you should start off a conversation. You should say, well, how do you do it? Explain to me. Because that's quizzical. That's trying to understand how the person is it. Now you could say, well, that is cherry picking after they explain it to you, but again, they could explain to you why they don't think so. Again, and you could come to maybe agree to disagree position, because they'll come to a point where they won't agree with your point they're cherry picking. You'll come to a point where you just I don't believe they are. Maybe that is the whole point of this great debate. That maybe there is points where we can't go beyond. Especially at this current moment. I mean, I would admit that I could be wrong about my understanding of the Bible, absolutely. But are you willing to admit you could be wrong about yours? Just a food for thought. Phoneybeetlemaniacxs, 5 dreams make them true. Out.